Hello YouTube and welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to be doing another BBL update slash Q&A. I know you guys have been waiting a long time. I know I'm a shitty ass YouTuber. But so I'm going to get all you guys' important questions answered today. All the questions you guys left under my previous BBL video will be answered right now. So I hope you guys enjoy this video and let's get right to it. Okay, so the main question that everyone wants to know is who's my doctor? My doctor was Dr. Alvarez. He's a plastic surgeon in Miami, Florida. So he's the one who was the mastermind behind this booty right here. But okay, so the cost. Okay, so originally when I booked with Mia Aesthetics, Mia Aesthetics is the place where Dr. Alvarez works at. When I originally booked with them, I booked with a doctor named Dr. Zurian, Dr. Z. He worked with them as well. So I booked with him and the cost of that was $3,500. But he had left Mia, so they had called me and they were like, so Dr. Z is no longer working with us. Do you want like your money back that you paid so far for your surgery, or would you rather just switch doctors? And she was like, would you rather switch to Dr. Alvarez or Dr. Palladino, which is another doctor at Mia Aesthetics? So I was like, hell yeah, I'll switch to Dr. Alvarez because Dr. Alvarez was quoted at $6,000 and I went with Dr. Z because he was $3,000 cheaper. But he was also a good surgeon. I obviously wouldn't just go with any surgeon, but Dr. Z was also had really good results. So I wasn't really tripping like going with him either. But I was actually really happy that I got switched to Dr. Alvarez because I wanted to go to him originally, but he was kind of out of my budget, so that's why I went with Dr. Z. So I got Dr. Alvarez for the price of $3,500 instead of paying the $6,000 because Dr. Z had left Mia Aesthetics, if that makes sense. So pretty much I got like a discount. I got lucky pretty much, like, and there's a lot of girls like who paid like the $6,000 for Dr. Alvarez who were really salty, but I mean I can't control it. So now let's talk about pricing. So like I said before, I paid $3,500 for the actual surgery, but I would say altogether I paid like $5,000, between $5,000 and $6,000. Because if you think about it, you have to stay after your surgery. You have to stay in Miami for a week, so you have to pay for that hotel or Airbnb or wherever you're staying. You have to pay for that. You have to pay for your garments you have to buy, and that's like $150 just for the garment. And you have to buy two of those, like a stage 1 and a stage 2. I had to you have to purchase the 3 massages while you're in Miami. A lot of people do more, but I think I did four massages. So I purchased 4 massages. Food while you're out there, like it just all like comes into effect. All the supplies that I needed to buy, my BBL pillow, like everything together cost like around $5,000 to $6,000 in between there. So that's how much I spent total with my surgery. The question I got asked was, did I finance my surgery or did I just pay it off flat out? Okay, so I paid my deposit. The deposit I paid was $500. So I paid that. My surgery was March 23rd, 2018. I paid my deposit in November. So I paid my $500 deposit in November. Then every time I would get paid, I would just like put half my check towards the surgery. So I just like slowly paid it off. So it took me like November, December, January, February, March, four months to pay off my surgery, like my $3,000. So it wasn't that bad. Like when I like spread it out, like so I wasn't just like saving my money in a jar. I was just like every time like I would get paid, I would just like call them and say, like, hey, can you take this much money off my card? So I was just like slowly paying it off. Okay, so another question that I got asked was, did I not want fat transferred into my hips because it doesn't look like I have hips? Okay, let's just get this clear out the way. I do have hips and I did get fat transferred to my hips. A BBL is fat taken from your abdomen and your sides and your back and fat injected into your sides and your butt. So I have my waist trainer on right now, but just because I don't be looking like them skinny little Instagram models, I do have hips. I do have hips. My butt, that's what my butt looks like now. It's starting like to jiggle a little bit, like it's starting to jiggle. Like at first it didn't jiggle, but I do have hips. Like they're not like exaggerated hips like y'all see in these famous people or like these Instagram models. They're not like really I don't have, okay, so pretty much I don't have a 24-inch waist. My waist is actually 31 inches. Like I'm not a skinny, I'm not a petite girl. I'm 5'9". I weigh about 180 something pounds. So I'm not like a skinny, petite, like tiny girl. You'll see like with girls who are like smaller, they'll have like better instant results. But when I actually went into surgery, I think I was pushing 200 pounds. I gained a whole bunch of weight. Like, I was pushing like 200 pounds. So, okay, another question that I got asked was about my whole experience, like with my anesthesia and stuff like that. I actually got my anesthesia inserted in 2 places. They had put one in my hand, so I got like the liquid form, I guess, I don't know. And then they put like the little mask thing over my face, and that's the last thing I remember before I knocked out. But yeah, so that's how they put me. Okay, so another question that you guys asked was, how was my plane ride home? So when I first got on the plane, I had to sit down because you have to sit down for takeoff and landing. So the BBL pillow that I had, I took it on the plane and I set it down and I sat on it, but it wasn't a good BBL pillow because it just went flat. Like, I wish I would have bought a different one. So it felt like I was just sitting on my butt. Like, it didn't even feel like I was using a BBL pillow. So I was in a lot of pain. I was crying. I was ugly crying. Like, I was in excruciating pain. And I think I had to sit down for about 20 minutes for takeoff. So I was really crying. Everyone was looking at me on the plane, but like, you know, when you're in pain, you don't give a fuck who's looking at you. You don't care. I was in so much pain. And so the flight attendants were actually really nice to me. They actually cleared out a row in the back seat. The last row of the plane. So they cleared out a row, so I was able to like lift up the armrests of the 3 seats, and I was able to lay on my stomach for the most part of the plane ride until like the last 20 minutes for landing. So it was good, except for pretty much landing and takeoff. I was just laying on my stomach in the back. A lot of girls usually either stand up on the plane ride back or just sit on their BBL pillows, but like I said, my BBL pillows sucked. So for the most of the time, I was laying on my stomach on the plane ride back. And also like car rides, I was getting a lot of questions about car rides. Same thing. Like I would either lay the passenger seat all the way down, so I would lay on my stomach, or I would lay in the back seat, like in the back 3 seats. I would just lay on my stomach that way, so I wasn't putting any pressure on my butt. And I did that for about I think I didn't sit for the first 7 weeks. So no, 6. I think I started sitting around 6 weeks, but I would only sit for like 20-30 minutes. But I started fully sitting about 7 weeks, and that's when I started laying on my back as well, and it was great. I missed laying on my back so much. I was so tired of sitting on my stomach. My neck was hurting. Like, it was terrible. And another question I got asked was, where did I get all my supplies from? I got them from a few different places, but mostly Amazon. Like, I got my like my female urinal from Amazon. I got my stage 2 faja from Amazon. I get a lot of my stuff from Amazon. Like my massagers I got from Amazon. So yeah, most of my stuff I just got from there because it's cheaper there. Like, a lot of other websites be taxing. Like, they're really expensive. I'm a cheap bitch. So yeah, that's where I got my supplies from. My BBL pillow I got from Booty Beanbag, but I would not recommend them because, like I said, it just felt like I was sitting on my bare butt. And I'm gonna take off my waist trainer so you guys can like kind of see what everything looks like in my stomach. So this is my stomach. This is what it looks like. I lost I think when I first got my BBL, my stomach was 34 inches, and like I said, now I'm 31 inches, so I lost 3 inches off my waist since I had surgery. So yeah, I'm loving my results. I love Dr. Alvarez and everything, and I'm really happy with my BBL. So that's it for today, guys. That's my BBL update. I hope I answered most of you guys' questions. If you still have questions, you guys can feel free to DM me on any of my social media accounts. Like, if you want to ask me anything else that I didn't get to answer on this video, don't be afraid to message me. I message everybody back. Like, it may take me a couple days, but I do message everybody back if you have any questions. So thank you guys for tuning into this video. See you next time. Bye.